look like you need to be taken care of. You look like you need to go to the dentist. You need to look like you need to brush your teeth. You look like you need hygiene. You look like you need help. Tell your man 50 send you an ounce or something, yo.
So I knew I was okay. He sold 11 million records. And he had deals with Jay-Z in them, but Jay-Z ain't gonna never. Dude, I always tell him all the time, Jay-Z ain't treating you like this.
Oh, he definitely like playing, this nigga.
Jay-Z might not even say hard as though.
So we just, had a, lit. Jay-Z will never take you to a party like this.
What started as a single comment quietly turned into one of the most divided debates in hip-hop. No diss track, no warning, just one opinion, and suddenly Jim Jones was pulled in, Uncle Murda fired back, and fans started asking a dangerous question. Who really looks out for their artists, Jay-Z or 50 Cent? Because depending on who you believe, this story isn't about loyalty, it's about power, control, and how fast one comment can split the culture.
Jay don't look up a Bleak like Fib look out for you.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I just want to clear that up. Hov don't have to.
And then he said he eat his home halal.
You know what I mean? All right. Okay. I'm chewing halal on my own.
He eats on his own. I eat on my own too.
Right.
On my own too. I just came off tour.
Right.
When have you seen Bleak on tour? On his own. Jay-Z is not a bad guy. Bleak is not a bad guy. I'm not saying. I'm saying to you that Jay-Z was all business with them niggas. When Buck up on his taxes, 50 a piece or more. When Prodigy bought a house and needed more money, 50 a piece or more. Prodigy are paying back. The thing with 50 is, it was business and we was friends. I don't feel like Bleak was Jay-Z friend. I don't feel like Young Guns was Jay-Z friend. It came to a point where 50 was helping Siegel.
This is how everything originally started. Tony Yayo was doing an interview when he made a statement that many listeners felt was reasonable based on how both 50 Cent and Jay-Z operate. Yayo shared his view that Jay-Z didn't always look out for his artists long-term, while saying that 50 Cent supported him far more consistently. He compared his own experience with 50 to what he believes Memphis Bleak experienced under Jay-Z, pointing out the difference in support over time.
The nigga keep showing up next to down. That's an indication to me he might have some feelings towards me. That is just everywhere I got an issue. He show up around me. So I mean, you want to get music, because the music ain't usually my motivation. My morals come off the curb. So if you see a nigga keep being around, nigga, when he come around, how your antennas go. So he in a position where he might feel like he did, but he ain't dead yet.
Yayo wasn't trying to attack Jay-Z personally. He was mainly speaking on loyalty, saying that no one really compares to 50 Cent when it comes to taking care of his day one people. Yayo explained that 50 keeps his close circle involved by putting them on tours, including them in TV appearances, involving them in business ventures, and even bringing them along on trips. In return, Yayo says 50 expects loyalty and respect from those who stand beside him.
Well, a lot of, me from the hood, so people look at Bleak and don't understand the business he's doing, and they always look at Jay like, oh,
Yeah, that's why. That's why you got like Yayo talking about, Jay don't take care of it. I don't need Jay to go on tour.
You don't smoke hard coke,
Yo, chill.
You look like you need to be taken care of, nigga. You look like you need to go to the dentist. You need to look like you need to brush your teeth. You look like you need hygiene. You look like you need help. Tell your man 50 send you an ounce or something, yo.
You do need that
You might
help.
need
That's
2
why-
ounces.
That's why
Pay
you
the
look
full
in this.
I got a G for every bump in your face. I promise you that.
That's
I
a
promise
fact.
you that.
Why you worrying about
Peon, you broke. You know
See?
I got it.
Things took a turn when Jim Jones decided to jump into the conversation. During a discussion with Memphis Bleak, Jim mocked Yayo, questioned his financial independence, and suggested that he still relies on 50 Cent for support. Those comments quickly caught attention and shifted the tone of the situation. That's when Uncle Murda stepped in and addressed Jim's remarks directly. Murda said the key difference is that Jay builds business partnerships, while 50 builds family-like bonds. His statement wasn't just about money, but about loyalty and history. According to Murda, Jay tends to keep people close when business is active, while 50 keeps people around because they've been loyal since the beginning. In a recent interview with Murda and Yayo together, both shared their personal experiences, stating that Murda didn't receive the same level of support from Jay that he did from 50. Yayo added that in his opinion, 50 values those who stood by him before success and continues to look out for them long after.
Instagram comments, because these people are made to break you. They want to break artists. They want to break you. Nobody believe you. I was in 50 crib, no roaches and all that, me in a little spot, small spot. Nobody believed in that. He playing Get Rich or Die Trying already in the crib. He had half that done. Like, all right. Once the go off, looking like everybody get confused. Because they don't think that your dream is gonna come. But you gotta, you know what I mean? That's why I respect him. Because we had more of an exist. We had 50 Cent. So I knew I was okay. He sold 11 million records. Even motherfucker, he had deals with Jay-Z and them, but Jay-Z ain't gonna never. Dude, I always tell him all the time, Jay-Z ain't treat you like this.
Oh, he definitely like playing, you know, this.
Jay-Z might not even say hard as all.
So we just had the party we was just at in Miami with the Kardashians, Serena Williams and everybody. We just finished performing. Great time, right? First thing my man here wanna say, yeah, lit. Jay-Z will never take you to a party like this.
You might get invited.
Just a little bit. Nah, I don't get invited.
I respect Jay-Z. I respect.
But here's where the internet is clearly divided. Some people are saying Jim has a point, arguing that Yayo has benefited from his long connection to 50. Others are defending Jay, saying that just because he doesn't put everything on social media the way 50 does, it doesn't mean he isn't supporting people behind the scenes. Still, a much larger group seems irritated that Jim Jones even stepped into this discussion, especially to take shots at Yayo when the situation didn't directly involve him. One commenter said, Jim Jones talking tough like he didn't freeze up when things got physical. Another wrote, everyone knows Jimmy always jumps into drama to stay relevant. He should be above this. And that pretty much sums up the mood online. But let's rewind to what Uncle Murda meant when he said Jay's got business partners and 50's got brothers. That wasn't just a catchy phrase, it was based on his own experience. Murda's time with Roc-A-Fella was short, lasting about a year before he moved on and signed with 50. From there, he got a close look at how 50 operates behind the scenes, especially how he continues to support people who've shown loyalty to him. The same goes for Tony Yayo, who's been connected to 50 since the early G-Unit mixtape era. Years later, 50 still makes sure Yayo stays active, including appearances on international tours. And according to Yayo, it's not just about luxury perks like private flights or hotels. He said that 50 also pushes his artists to learn how to manage their money properly. Murda has even mentioned that he was only able to buy his first home after linking up with 50.
One thing about Fifth, he always was just like tight with his money. Eminem, tight with his money, so you learn to kind of save instead of spending. 50 encourages you. You get money, go get a house. That's like Uncle Murda. He's down with us now. He was signed to Jay-Z. He got his first house being down with us.
Right.
He gave me my first Jacob watch, and 50 said, "Yo, don't forget, you blow your head off for it." See, 50 was ahead of his time. That's what people didn't understand.
After Murda became part of G-Unit, 50 kept him involved not just in music, but also in business opportunities and public support. And that's really the core of the argument. 50 doesn't treat people around him like short-term collaborators. He tends to move like someone who values the people who came up with him. On the other hand, Jay's circle has always appeared different to the public. Jay is often described as moving more like a corporate executive. People are around when the relationship makes sense professionally, but those connections don't always last forever. Fans often point to former associates like Dame Dash, Kanye West, and Beanie Siegel as examples of relationships that eventually fell apart. Whether those situations were personal, business-related, or more complicated is still debated, but they're frequently brought up in these conversations. The same goes for Jaz-O, who helped mentor Jay early on. Some believe that once Jay reached a certain level, the dynamic between them changed.
Build a certain way, but they fool the world, make them think that way, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I wouldn't even say anything, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, a whole lot of frauds in the industry. But I wouldn't say anything. The only reason I'm saying something because he's saying something that I'm not. He's trying to tell the world that that I'm not something that I really am.
Here's DeHaven, one of Jay's longtime friends from Marcy Projects. DeHaven has spoken publicly about helping Jay early in his career. Later on, he claimed that as Jay became more corporate, their relationship faded. DeHaven has also alleged that Jay distanced himself and made damaging claims about him. It's important to note these are DeHaven's statements and have been disputed over the years.
What was your relationship like with Jay-Z? Who were you to him?
Well, basically, I was his right-hand man. You know what I mean? Beyond that, we was brothers. For him not to even give me time, even to act like he didn't know me, you know what I'm saying? For all that I sacrificed, all that my people sacrificed, all that my family sacrificed. I never knew that it'd get to this. Even label me with some statements or some snitching statements. I think that's about the utmost disrespect.
It is, especially streetwise.
Streetwise.
So when Murda said Jay has business partners while 50 has brothers, he was pointing to this larger pattern as he sees it. Jay is often viewed as someone who operates like a CEO, prioritizing the brand and long-term strategy, even if that means ending relationships that no longer align. That's why people usually describe Jay with words like intelligent, strategic, and business-minded, rather than focusing on loyalty. With 50, the public narrative has always emphasized loyalty, going back to his early days. Many of the people who struggled alongside him are still around, while those who crossed him are not. In simple terms, 50 is seen as leading with loyalty, while Jay is seen as leading with strategy. Neither approach is necessarily wrong, but for a lot of fans, one of them feels more personal and relatable.